Hello, and welcome back to Kill Cure, Beautiful Fight. On the last episode, we ended off just before we met the Winter Team. We are 5 people out. We're about to be 4 of them. Still 1 person left. Anyway, let's get into introductions. It takes a while, but the heated arguments of the Winter Team slowly began to peter out. I should go talk to them all, though I worry I might become the next target of their verbal abuse. Okay. Tragic. Simply tragic.
What's up?
What's up?
There's nothing wrong.
All my valuables have been stolen. That's what's up. My 3 golden watches, my 2 silver bracelets, my 5 diamond rings. Seems you have a lot of things, Mr. Fancy Pants. All in the hands of some nameless, puzzle-obsessed vagabond.
Not in my lane.
That's rough, man. That's rough, man. That's rough, buddy. I hope they didn't get their hands on the key to the pawn shop.
I am simply flabbergasted.
Even then, it seems I should be counting my blessings. Many of the people here have their clothes stolen right off their backs. What?
Obscene.
I'll never forgive our kidnappers for forcing these poor souls into some ragged garments.
What?
Really? That's terrible.
Have some self-awareness.
It truly is. My buzzcut friend here is one of these heinous criminals' unfortunate victims.
Actually,
I've had these clothes on since before I was kidnapped. Well then.
What's that supposed to mean?
So you're saying you wear this stuff normally? Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
What about you, blonde man with silly hair? My fashion instincts say that your outfit is made from repurposed 50-year-old thrift shop donations.
I didn't misunderstand.
Clearly our kidnappers held you at gunpoint and forced you to debase yourself with this stylistic debauchery. He is very linguistical, but he is very stupid.
Not a chance.
No, this uniform was brand new, actually.
Jesus Christ!
Noted. I can see why Winter Team is so slow. He melodramatically clutches his chest, gasping for air. Call an ambulance. I'm going into Coteria arrest.
Cut me some slack.
Hey, so we only came out here to introduce ourselves. I didn't expect to get caught up in a medical drama.
come on.
These people really are a rowdy bunch, huh? Not so different from my clients, now that I think about it.
I'm Kunitaro Higa, the ultimate pawnbroker. If you ever need a trustworthy person to take all your most prized possessions, I'm your man.
Fair enough. Don't trust you, though. I mean, chances are you will be the most trustworthy person in this game. But when it comes to my most prized possessions, hands off. Kunitaro, okay.
KT got you covered.
You can call me Taro, if you'd like, I don't mind. Fair enough, that's easier.
Oh, you.
So we've got Hiro and Taro. Well, that's unexpected. I've always imagined a pawnbroker to be like old fat dudes with spectacles. Wow. Judging much?
That's in the past now.
That was my grandfather. He passed the pawn shop down to me when I was 17.
The good old days.
I've been running it ever since. Apparently, I did well enough to be recognized as an ultimate. Aside from bookkeeping and chatting it up with my clients every once in a while, it's not that hard of a job. Honestly, sounds peaceful. Go for it, man. That's a pretty cool trinket you got around your neck. Did it belong to one of your clients? Is it a compass or a clock? It looks like a clock, but I don't know. You never know with these old things.
Pure gold.
You mean the Jewel of Father Time? It's the Aya Agamotto. My family has been holding onto this for 50 years. 50 years. It's the most expensive item in our collection. Yeah, never part with it, man. Luckily, no one stole it.
It's the real deal.
Before he gave me the keys of the shop, my grandpops told me to protect the stopwatch with my life until the owner finally returns. It's been 50 years. He's not going to come back. I carried it around with me 24/7. Fair enough. Wow.
Oh, check this out.
Why, do you want to buy it? You said to protect it.
Huh?
Well, I don't think I could afford something with that price tag. Even if it did help calm the nerves of Mr. Fashion Police over there. It wouldn't. It really wouldn't.
It's for real, my guy.
I do give it discounts. I mean, it clearly can't be worth much if no one wants it for half a century. I don't know. I'd take it. I actually have my own stopwatch. Well, not my own stopwatch. My own pocket watch. It's silver. I like it. That was a joke.
LOL.
Isn't it a little too much to devote all that energy to a single client from all that time ago? No. It is a cool trinket.
I expected this from you.
I imagine it's because he barely has any clients. What kind of person would ever use a pawn shop? People who want to sell things?
Have some self-awareness.
The mere thought of selling anything to some disreputable hoarder is bad enough. You never know. Some people might find it. People just think they're neat.
Extortion!
And yet, I have to pay them interest when I want my items back. Extortion? Extortion, I say.
It's not that deep.
I think it's fair enough to deal. I think it's a fair enough deal. It sort of works like a bank, right? Is that what it is? Okay, then. Yeah, fair enough.
Classic.
The atmosphere in my pawn shop is certainly better than a bank's. There's fewer security guards and far less needless paperwork. Honestly, yeah, that does seem more relaxing. You walk into a bank, and at any moment, you know, things get tense. It's like airport. You go to an airport, you're like, oh my god, did I pack a bomb? No, you didn't. But, you know, something as casual. You're looking at all the neat things in a pawn shop.
Not on my watch.
Not to mention the modern bank's reliance on digital currency. I don't know why people would ever entrust their money to such a fallible tech.
It's
Fallible?
all garbage.
Natural disaster, data breach, hell, a disgruntled employee unplugs the server. Boom, life savings gone. True, he's got a point.
I'm not sure.
Is that really how it works? There have to be safeguards against that kind of thing.
No!
Of course there are. This Luddite, okay, this Luddite doesn't have any idea what he's talking about. He has some idea. Just biased ideas.
Envy is quite
Lacking both
unbecoming of
physical
you.
and fashion sense. Okay. My, what a combination.
You've ruined everything,
Be
bro.
grateful that I'm one of the more charitable members of my family for even agreeing to speak to you. Okay, you look like, facial-wise, the sprites look like Kiyotaka Ichimaru for some reason. I don't know why. It just reminded me. Like Mondo's eyes, Taka's facial structure, Leon's hair.
Huh?
Your family? Who are you exactly?
An esteemed individual.
You've probably
such
never
as
heard of
myself.
us. We're far too classy to flaunt our prestige due to the so-called elite so often do. Honestly, that makes sense. That they're thumbing their nose down so much that they don't associate with us.
You stand in the presence of Onichi Itagaki, ultimate tailor and heir to the Itagaki fashion empire.
Cool. So you're an idiot. You make clothes, so what's that got to do with fashion
It
sense?
can't be.
You just take measurements and make the suit. Wait, your stores are are the ones that keep on playing Christmas music in September, aren't they?
Kiss my grits.
Despicable. You're not the only torturing your retail workers with long hours and low pay, but ear-splitting vocals as well.
I look fine.
Look, I'm not responsible for what my family does, okay? I barely even talk to them.
Buddy.
Buddy,
Pal.
Ooh. You're the one who brought them up. Yep, gotta agree with Tara.
I never asked for this.
That's only because I was trained to do so. Itagaki. His family greetings have been standardized for decades, like for centuries. In casual conversation, I focus less on them and more on my individual achievements, like being a tailor, I suppose.
Leave it to me.
Your tie is tucked into your vest pocket. Why? Case in point, this 100 million yen suit that I tailored myself. Stylish, isn't it? It does look pretty good, yes. It was valued by the ultimate appraiser herself.
Oh,
Wow, I didn't know clothing could cost that much.
only 1,000
I'll
yen.
give you 1,000 yen for it. No.
I refuse
The value
to
of that
believe
suit
it.
is probably inflated anyways.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's much easier to bribe an appraiser than it is to make a suit that costs that much. Especially when said suit looks like something out of a rejected card game anime. No, I think the suit looks good. Why, you
You're mocking
exposing
me!
me to your horrid fashion sense, forcing me into a medical emergency, falsely claiming that my family tortures workers with time and inappropriate holiday spirit.
I expected
You've
this
insulted
from
me
you.
long enough. I will no longer tolerate you or this conversation. Honestly, smartest thing this man's ever said, because Maru just insults people.
Leave at once!
And do not return until you recognize the privilege of my company. That'll be a long time, man. At least until what? You're 90? If you make it that far, I really don't see you getting out of here. You're probably going to be a murderer. The murder plan's going to be tailor-made just for you.
Not a chance.
We can't leave. We're literally trapped here.
How
I'm
insensitive!
done talking to you.
It's time
Don't worry
to
about
stop.
him. He'll calm down eventually. It's like this with the others as well. Mara and I looked at each other and shrugged. And shrugged. Before turning away from an increasingly incensed Oniji. We direct our sights to one another. Sights with a T. We direct our sights to another among the Winter Team, Ultimates, who was ferociously thumbing away at a large and intricate book.
Hello!
Best girl, apparently. Say, you guys haven't seen an espresso machine around here, have you?
Did not see that
Why
coming.
do you have a cup anyway? No, where did you find that mug anyway? Seems like someone knows a hell of a lot about me, because it was with me when I woke up, but wasn't with you when you got taken away.
Why are you so obsessed
Best
with me?
girl, oh thanks. Maru, that's mine. Back off.
What?
The cup refers to me, Pinky. I'll fight the both of you for it. Says the girl's wearing more pink than... What? Says the girl wearing more pink than me. I don't know. I think your pink is more brighter, therefore it counts as you wearing more pink. Yeah. Plus, I'm the only one who can actually read it from this angle. Well, yeah, it's like a label, isn't it? You're not supposed to read it yourself.
Touché.
Touché, but you're still mistaken.
Yeah, baby!
Best girl has been with me through thick and thin. She's like a sister to me. You take that mug everywhere? She's provided me with hundreds, nay thousands of bountiful bittersweet brews. A source of unlimited power.
Wow, wow!
Whatever
Need your
temporary
mommy?
infinity you believe you have with this cup, it's meaningless. Only I am the best girl, compadre. Oh, sorry, comprende. I don't speak Italian.
Bro.
Fine, I get it. Can't get between a woman and her daily dose of socially acceptable drugs. True, that is what caffeine is. I'm still confused on why you have that thing. True. And it's mine.
Here's a good one!
Okay. I see the Sprite. Obviously, it's because my talent requires me to work my butt off from dusk till dawn.
Let me see.
That's so. What's your name and title?
Konishi! Chikamakonishi! I'm the ultimate extreme couponer!
Where did you get those boxing gloves from? Chikuma. And then, what a wonderful title. I sometimes wish it was called the Ultimate Extreme Activist. Well, no, that seems like skydiving while protesting.
What do you mean?
If you were an extreme activist, you'd probably be in prison. Or dead. She's got a point, to be fair.
I understand.
So you're good at saving money, then?
Money, money, money,
Only
money.
the greatest in Japan. Stores downright hate me. I think some of them actually owe me money. How do you get things then if shops don't like you?
Selfie!
As they should. It's only fair to punish them for their relentless price gouging. Did you two just become best friends?
Here's a tip.
There's even been times where I cleaned their shelves bare with my trusty grimoire.
Yeah.
Your grimoire?
You're gonna
I'm a master at
love
art.
it!
I'm master in the art of coupon collecting. The grimoire is my 70-pound coupon binder.
For real!
The spells of the grimoire have dark functions indeed, able to sway any retail worker into parting with their stock of their corporate overlords.
Go on.
I gather these powerful hexes from tattered magazines, discarded cereal boxes, and my neighbor's trash bins. I mean, it got you the title, so I can't judge you that much.
It can't
Stealing
be.
from your neighbors? I mean, it was in their bin, so it was discarded. They don't need it. They don't want it. It's almost as bad as straight-up shoplifting.
Don't
Shops are way too
get
heavy
it.
to be lifted. They're like 50 tons of concrete. Apartment complex? I find it rather simple.
1v1, scrub.
Plus, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive.
I refuse to
Survive?
believe
Surely
it.
that's an exaggeration.
You rich people.
No, I was super poor when I first started building my coupon collection. Like, super poor, with 10 U's.
Negative Nancy.
I dined on rats and ate microwave dirt. I lived in a mud shack with a radioactive coal factory. Or next to a radioactive coal factory. Wow, that must have been so hard. She's exaggerating.
Making it
But after a few years of being
rain,
thrifty,
baby.
I'm finally living my best life. At this point, I've accumulated enough coupons to last me and the fam 3 lifetimes. Honestly valid. You've made a business out of saving money. Fair enough. Props to you.
I'm grateful.
Oh, really? So you don't have any coupons you can share, do you? How are we going to use them, Hiro? You okay? Okay. Yeah, that's kind of encroaching on a territory.
Huh?
Whoa.
We Wells curses you.
They want it, but they can't have it.
Save me.
It's okay, precious
Grimoire.
Gromor. Mommy won't let them get his filthy hands on you. Okay, so boxing gloves, Usain Bolt, stance, Gollum. Chikuma continues muttering to her book, occasionally stopping to shoot a dirty look in our direction.
Come on.
Well then, we better get going. I'm getting that skill mug. That's mine. Maru and I casually get back. What? Maru and I cautiously back away from her, holding our hands in the air like a pair of wanted criminals. Halt! Did you just spray us?
Enough of your
You are.
games.
Retreat 10 paces, arms down and palms up.
Huh?
Yes, ma'am. Maru and I are so thoroughly shocked by the forcefulness of her command that we oblige. Okay. Strange woman pulls out some disinfectant spray and begins flooding our hands with a deluge of chemicals.
You bitch.
Adult. Ew. You give us so much.
Filthy simian.
What What? What was that voice line? Your hands are covered with the filth of pestilence, viruses, bacteria, fungi, and parasites. The servants of the White Horseman.
You cretin.
Okay, so you only care about that one, and not the other 3? Not a soul in this wretched place has a sense of proper hygiene. Touching all those filthy puzzle mechanisms. I can speak, I can do it, trust me. With the unkempt hands. I plan to remedy that. Due to the absence of clean water, we'll have to make do with disinfectants, and lots of it.
You can't be serious.
Is it really okay to be worried about a few germs? I mean, over a dozen ultimates have been kidnapped. We've stumbled into a massive conspiracy. I mean, a few years ago, a single germ kind of shut down the whole world. Only for a bit. I rub my hands anxiously, worried about the excessive amount of disinfectant might somehow damage my skin. She must be using some kind of strange formula too. All of it has already dissolved.
Inconceivable.
A few? A few?
Are you blind?
Were it not for my chemical baptism, millions of microbes would be crawling on your fingertips, writhing, feasting, and multiplying without restraint. They'll be back. The remaining 1% of bacteria will rally their forces and bring about an infectious apocalypse. True. So, if you're, what? A germaphobe. So your talent's germ-related. Shouldn't you have made something... whatchamacallit? Yeah, that kills all germs. Even though that'd probably kill us, because we need germs, especially like in our stomach and stuff, to survive. Because not all germs are bad. Ooh, the 1%. Okay.
I
Is
give
your
up.
talent related to killing germs or something? I mean, I'd be surprised if you're this passionate about anything else.
I do not merely kill germs. I purge their material vessels with my weapons of alchemy and send them back to their infernal masters.
Weapons of alchemy.
I am Uta Kawagichi, the ultimate epidemiologist. Forgive me for this blasphemy, but wash your goddamn hands.
With what water? You've already just said there isn't any. Okay. I'm not even going to pronounce that ultimate.
Words.
Topology? Is that a real word?
Heed these words.
Really is the word of God. I study disease outbreaks and their countermeasures.
Your hygiene is quite
You'll find that the best
poor.
countermeasures is basic personal hygiene. Many epidemics could have been prevented this way. An idea I find deeply frustrating. I mean, what was it, the Black Death? Well, Black Death, that's Blood Rain. Oh, the thing that took out like a third of Europe.
This cannot be.
Black Plague? I don't know. Think of the lives that were lost, that will continue to be lost, all preventable, just by if just a few people weren't so hygienically challenged.
Yeah.
Right, we get it.
Assist me.
However, I suppose I should rest my efforts for a while. My disinfectant supplies are waning, and chasing all of you down to enforce cleanliness standards is bound to cause a cross-contamination.
I am pleased.
So you've all stumbled upon a bit of luck, it seems. Feel free to muck around in your filth to your heart's content. Why do you seem happy about it? How generous of you. In the meantime, I'll search relentlessly for the sinner who trapped us in this disease-riddled hovel.
You will be purged.
The state of their hideout mirrors their soul, vile to its core. I should take it upon myself to cleanse their entire being. I'd find it hilarious if this was a simulation, because that would just prove that she is lying, or just paranoid, because if it was a simulation, there'd be no germs. In theory, because they wouldn't be physical objects.
What?
You're gonna, make them swallow hand sanitizer, will you? Could do.
I shall lead the way.
We'll see. The depths of their villainy may require experimental treatment. She scans the room, her eyes a pair of daggers as she sprays bottles, her spray bottles at the ready. Remind me not to get on her back. Okay, I mean, she's not...
Hey.
Okay. Hiro, something's off here.
Hello again.
What's up?
No?
We've talked to every ultimate, explored every open passage, but there's no sign of Girl A. Well, you're right. We haven't checked this room. I glanced around the room, unable to find anyone that matches Girl A's admittedly vague description.
I got nothing.
Do you think the corrupt May and the Smurfettes just made her up? Why are they corrupt? Why is the mayor corrupt?
That's rude.
That's incredibly disrespectful. Yes, I agree with Hiro.
It's plausible.
So maybe they're some kind of ultimate hide-and-seek expert or something.
That's just a rumor.
Or maybe, just putting out there, they're the ones who kidnapped us, and they've been hiding in some kind of hidden room the whole time. Possible. Then again, you have a phone for some reason.
Let's just move
Maru,
on.
cut it out. I genuinely don't believe any of our kidnappers are in this room with us. That's a sentence. So either it's Hiro or it's Maru. Your move, Kelkia.
Incorrect.
Why not? It'd make for quite a shocking reveal. Why
I'm
would
not
any of them risk their own
sure.
safety when they could just watch us from afar? Doesn't make any sense. How do you know it's dangerous?
Hang on.
Don't go derailing my argument with logic.
Come on.
Fine. We'll keep looking. Should we check the circular door then again? We never managed to unlock it, did we? It was locked up pretty tightly when we last checked. Maru ignores me and approaches the door. She proceeds to pound on it as hard as she can.
You bitch.
Let us out, or I'll have everyone gang up and blow this door off its goddamn hinges.
Kiss my grits.
Locking over a dozen people in a tiny cramped room, stealing their belongings. You have your belongings on you. I mean, do we even acknowledge the megaphone you have with you? Who do you think you are? Airport security? What's wrong? What did you... The circular door hangs it slightly ajar. A maleficent figure lurks on the other side. It glows at us. Maru and I freeze in place, suddenly afflicted by a sense of sheer terror. Without warning, a wooden door slithers open, and the shadow beyond is cast into light.
Good to see you.
Hello, I guess you're Gully? That's rude.
What's going on?
My sincerest apologies. I didn't mean to frighten you. The strange woman quietly adjusts her glasses and peers at us. You must be Hiro Maru, correct?
Did not see
You know
that
our
coming.
names?
Are you kidding?
Of course she does. She's clearly the one who trapped us all here.
I'm gonna strike.
Just look at her fancy outfit, her ID card, her glasses. She's dressed like some kind of privately contracted security officer.
I see.
Oh my, I was told you all possess colorful personalities, but never mind.
You have potential.
There's quite an innocent reason why I know your names, Maru. I'm one of the school's instructors.
Huh?
Huh? Aren't you too young for that?
Allow me to explain.
That's awfully sweet of you, but no, I'm just your teacher. Or at least I was supposed to be.
What?
How on earth are we supposed to know you're legit? It's not like it's not like they told any of us how this was supposed to work.
It's merely my
You can
responsibility.
take a close look at my ID if you wish, Maru.
Despite these unforeseen circumstances, it's nice to meet so many of my pupils.
So you're the teacher. I mean, that is 16 of us, but it's only a class of 15.
I'm Shiori Nakagawa, Ultimate Instructor for the Academy's 17th class. You can also call me Professor, or even just Miss N.
Okay, Miss N. Nakagawa, I think I've heard that name before. Yeah, I'm sure of it. She's definitely a teacher here. Maru, who's been vigorously studying Miss N, her ID card, seems to arrive at a similar conclusion.
Cut me some slack.
Crap, she's not lying.
Trust one another.
You see, Maru? She's trustworthy. That's not true. Still, it was a little strange.
Let me see.
After that email thing you talked about, I thought the school faculty was the one responsible for this. That would make sense. So, maybe we did make it to the island, but we don't remember what happened. And they got all of us while in class.
That's not it.
No, I promise I played no part in this. I didn't even wake up until I heard your frantic knocking. It comes quite to a shock to me that so many people were trapped in this basement.
Perhaps.
We're in the basement? Yet what I find even more distressing is how they all seem to be my students.
Greetings.
Ah, Hiro, Maru, you found someone else. The other Ultimates, no longer distracted by their own conversations, finally start taking note of us.
A concerning tale.
I'm afraid this isn't our teammate, however.
Wee.
Yes, ours is way more quiet.
We must come from different worlds.
Such egregious wardrobe choices, all of you. Does a single one of you know what a mirror is? I don't like people with egos.
You're wrong.
Hey, be considerate. This is our teacher you're talking to.
Really?
Teacher?
Hello again.
Hello, everyone. I'm Miss N. But you can just call me Miss N.
Huh?
Hold on, you are our instructor? Who are we gonna meet next? The Prime Minister? That's technically, well, not technically. Yato's the closest we got to that.
Huh?
Were you kidnapped too, Shiori?
Just a warning.
Idiots. She's probably the one who brought us here.
What's going on?
Was this some sort of poorly planned school orientation?
What's that supposed to mean?
What sort of orientation involves life-threatening escape rooms?
No.
Escape
I can't-
rooms?
I refuse
Guys,
to
wait.
believe it.
I'm sure she's a victim, just like the rest of us.
Expectations
You're telling me not even teachers are safe from the clutches of our kidnappers? Oh man, we definitely got into some deep trouble.
Wait.
Fill up ears. There's no need for hysterics. We must remain.
That's messed up.
If it wasn't for the school that's responsible for this, maybe we should consider a supernatural explanation.
Amen.
The Lord works in mysterious ways, but this strikes me as a tad too far.
Ah, hell, man.
Does anyone have any idea what's going on here? I've just seen the time. I'll call it there. So, there's 16 of us, and the teacher's involved this time. That is something new. Yeah. So, with that in mind, hopefully you've had fun. Hopefully I can see you in the next one. With that, goodbye.